And a good spiritual morning to you once again. I'm Father Cosmas. Thank you for joining me today from my office here at church for a quick chat. And of course, our morning cup of coffee. And just black coffee for today because it's Lent, of course, the first week for us as Orthodox Christians of Holy and Great Lent. So good strength to us all. Kali dynami, good strength for a blessed Lent. I thought for today I'd talk about a couple of practical things to help us get the most out of Lent that we possibly can. 3 things, just very quickly. And so the first thing I would say is we sort of stumble into Lent and it sneaks up on us every year. And we don't really make a plan for exactly what we want to get out of it. So it's not too late. We're only 2 days in. Find 2 or 3 minutes to sit down in peace and quiet with a pen and a piece of paper or your computer and make a quick little plan and say, well, what do I want to get out of Lent? What do I want my relationship with Christ to look like after Easter? What do I want to accomplish, right? And sort of set a little bit of a goal and a little bit of a plan for the things that we're going to do. And that sort of goes right into the second point. Try to stay in balance with what we're doing, right? Don't just make Lent about food, because it's not just about food, right? It's about trying to draw closer to Christ. And so we should stay in balance. Fasting is part of it from food. Fasting perhaps from other things that are distractions that are not food related, that's part of it. But also adding positive things. Praying a little bit more, reading our Bible or the lives of the saints a little bit more, performing works of charity and mercy a little bit more. Try to make sure that we're focusing on a number of different things to stay in balance. If we don't change anything else about our life but just what we're eating, we're obviously out of balance, and it's never a good thing in the spiritual life. Try to maintain as much as you can on all levels spiritually so that you benefit in the most significant way. And that takes us into the third and final thing, which is be realistic and be honest with yourself. When you sit down to make your plan and you're talking about, okay, what am I going to do from food and what am I going to do from other things and what am I going to add and how am I going to pray? Be realistic and be honest. Don't lie to yourself. Don't try to fool yourself. Just say, well, what can I actually realistically accomplish? What am I capable of? And set small goals that you know that you can achieve and so that you can actually accomplish something. If we set goals that are too hard, we fail, unfortunately. We throw in the towel. We end up not benefiting in any way. And even worse than that, in the end, we feel worse because we've got guilt on top of everything else that we are not accomplishing. So I would say make a plan, stay in balance in a lot of different ways, and then lastly, sit down and negotiate with yourself and say, okay, what can I realistically do? Maybe I can't fast from meat all 40 days. If you're not going to do that, that's okay. Pick the days that you are going to try to fast from. Maybe I'm not going to pray 5 hours a day. Maybe I can find 30 seconds on these days. Pick the days and put it down and try to stick to it. Try to make a plan that will be balanced and realistic so that at the end we can benefit this Lent and go into Holy Week and Easter with the joy of Christ in our hearts each and every day. Amen.